And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Okongwu. And it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
Great job by Collins there, sensing that there was going to be a turnover on the possession and right away into the fast break.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. A shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Here's Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass. For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Young against DiVincenzo. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Here's DiVincenzo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here is Young. He had 37 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Down low. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Young looking it over. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Basket counts. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. Antetokounmpo, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Rondo dishes to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Gallinari against Antetokounmpo, and that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Lob pass to Capella. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Pass first, always part of Rondo's nature, and the teammates he plays with always speak of it.
Augustine looking around to the middle. Portis taps in. Augustine with the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And he lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Now here is Augustine. Right side, Portis. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Craig in at the power forward position. 5 on the clock. Here's Portis, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Portis has got his second bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Deflects the pass. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Capella trying to free himself up. They get it again. Gallinari wide open. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Craig, and he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Okongwu's checked in for Tony Snell. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year. and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Holiday throws it down.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
It's Young on the wing. Lopez covering. Here's Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Giannis outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this one.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Clint Capella. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Giannis high post. Gallinari on him. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Howard.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
17 seconds left now here in the second. Augustine with it. 12 points his last outing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he could...
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. We look at John Collins and see...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Young and Herter make up the back. Okongwu is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Collins in the post, covered by Giannis. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Young outside. Inside, Lopez with the steal. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Young pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Holiday attacking, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Shots good by Middleton. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Young dishes to Okongwu.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Solomon Hill comes in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. There's the lob to the hoop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Pass to Forbes. On the wing, Giannis. Atlanta with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Hill, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Craig. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Feeds it to Bogdanovic. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for DJ Augustine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo. For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Rondo scanning the floor. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. Forbes the pass to Holiday. Here's Connaughton. And he converts the layup. Connaughton's got his first points of the game.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Now the pass to Gallinari. On the wing, Hill. Back to Gallinari. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, the Gallinari nickname, Gallo, did you know that's Italian for rooster? Look it up. It's fact.
Holiday against Rondo. Portis can't get it to go. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Here's Forbes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feet. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Brook Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. Milwaukee in the lead. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. In the corner, Snell with it. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. It's stolen by Capella. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Young drives in, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Taken away by Holiday. Ahead. Yep, it counts.
Well, he's so smooth, and it just looks like he's never out of control, Drew Holiday.
Here's Young. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Giannis inside. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. And it's Gallinari in for Reddish. The Hawks trail by 3. Snell kicks to Young. To the inside. Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Down his high post. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
And both free throws good for Giannis. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Young drives in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Okay. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Young outside, passes to Capella. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game. He'll take that shot.
To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Young dishes to Snell. And here's Gallinari outside. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee will come the other way. They swipe it. To the middle. Here's Capella. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. For three, Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fernando. And the rejection by Giannis. All alone. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
2 shots. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Collins checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Now, Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. For three, Middleton.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Pass to Capella. Yes!
That's a crucial basket, and Huerter, big time.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. At the top of the key, Lopez. Dishes it to Giannis. In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow win under difficult. The countdown is on. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our GA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Outside, Simmons. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Green passes to Curry. One-on-one fast break. Holiday with the 3. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Count that bucket.
No, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of positioning. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Now here's Simmons following the miss by Giannis. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And there's the whistle on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Korkmaz against Washington. He was really on his game. And the basket is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Portis kicks to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Back to Milton. Feeds to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The drive by Giannis. He's on target from 8 feet out. Giannis has got 7 points. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Pushing it up and slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
Holiday dishes to Middleton, and that one good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Embiid throws it down.
And all that Embiid needs really is positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you know he's dunking.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Maxey passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Middleton right side. Lets it go with the three. Another miss by Middleton. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 2. Milwaukee with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Here's Thibault. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bucks making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Maxey.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Augustine kicks to Craig. The pass to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got his first basket.
Outstanding focus from the big man. Lopez, he's accepting the punishment, but muscling through.
Thibault on the wing. Up top, Simmons. 7 points in the game.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. It's intercepted. Augustine against Simmons. Here is Forbes. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And the dunk by Lopez.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
Bible finds Simmons. Here's Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Defended by Thibault. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Augustine. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
On the wing, Harris. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great spacing.
Back to Forbes. Fires from deep, and it's blocked by Simmons. Tries again.
And they continue to control the glass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Curry, here we go. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Middleton. He started closer.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Stolen by Holiday. Now here's Middleton. Defended by Milton. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 8 points.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Korkmaz passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, he's a very active player who looks to score often. Embiid, phenomenal at finding all kind of ways to score.
And so it's Philadelphia. Go. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts or opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Simmons. He's got 9. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's Embiid, following the miss by Giannis. Here's Simmons. Oh, that is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
No.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers also making a change. Eibel's checked in. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton, and it's blocked. They retain possession. To the left side wing. Back to Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. PJ Augustine's checked in for Milwaukee. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Portis.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. A second chance effort. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 14 points.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive end. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Middleton for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Simmons. No good on the shot. And Milwaukee will come the other way to the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 10. Green dishes to Simmons. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Now, here's Maxey. On the wing, Milton. Knocked away. Here's Embiid. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Outside Holiday. Down low. Back to Portis. To halt the run. And Embiid with the block. Passes it to Milton. It's rebounded by Portis.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The 76ers leading by 14. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Maxey. Back to Embiid. And there it is for him. 22 points for Joel Embiid.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Portis finds Holiday. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Lopez. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. Antetokounmpo against Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Holiday with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Lopez inside. He's guarded by Howard. And Lopez throws it down.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And good that time. 28 points for Joel Embiid.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Howard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Embiid against Holiday. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Curry finds Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Outside Holiday. Bucks passing it around. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Howard kicks to Thybulle. Pass to Maxey. Now Harris. Here's Maxey. Harris passes to Maxey. Embiid against Antetokounmpo. All sorts of time. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Harris outside. And the pass to Embiid. To the paint. Here's Howard over Wilson. Misses the baby hook. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Craig. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Now, here's Thibault. Tries a three. The offensive rebound. Embiid lays it up and banks it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Tobias Harris.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Young. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Young against Simmons. And Young, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, coming out of the All-Star break, a couple teams have really turned up the intensity, haven't they?
Playoff seedings are in sight, Kev, and no doubt this is a crucial stretch of the season, especially for teams that will be on the bubble.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
And Young, here we go. And it's blocked by Simmons. Right side Curry. Harris finds Curry. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Capella. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the
Look at that.
Nice. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Young against Simmons. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. And that one drops for him.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Collins passes to Capella. Embiid with the steal. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And Young, here we go. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Philadelphia leading by 10. On the way, Harris. Curry looking around. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Simmons against Young. To the inside. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Herter. The shot, no good. Curry with the defensive effort. And a wide open look for Simmons. A three-pointer is right on target. Simmons got 9 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Throws it up high. Outside Collins. Back to Capella. Embiid with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the wide open shot from Green. With the second effort. For the three. Not going to go that time. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They've got Korkmaz. Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Milton the pass to Korkmaz, and he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Outside Rondo. Rebounded by Howard. Philadelphia leading by 15. Thibault, the pass to Maxey. Passes it to Howard. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, and Howard is a master at setting a hard screen and then rolling fast to the rim. For a guy his size, not many defenders are going to try to get in his way.
Rondo kicks to Reddish. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lob pass to Capella. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Howard. Thibault with the ball. Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something if we could get that. You know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Simmons looking around. Over Okongwu. They grab their own miss. Outside for Simmons. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Back to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll call.
Young against Simmons. Young dishes to Okongwu. And here is Simmons. 11 points in the game. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Young in the corner. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
Young is doubled. Pass to Okongwu. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Embiid. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, and we know that Joe... That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Okongwu is out there with John Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the shot goes in.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical deep. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And Embiid throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might hit that max contract.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Reddish, she's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 18. Outside Rondo. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. A shot by Reddish, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Maxey, no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Capella goes in, shoots over Embiid, and that one hits back iron. The 76ers leading by 18. Dishes it to Harris. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Korkmaz passes to Harris. The 10-footer finds the target. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Now here's Rondo. That shot off. Some solid defense from Harris. Now the pass to Maxey. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Puts it up from 17. Rebound by the Hawks. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Herter. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias. Challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Back to Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Embiid's got 11 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Harris up top. Down low. Maxey passes to Harris. He dishes it to Embiid. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Embiid. The shot's good.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Outside Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The speed of Rondo is not easy to keep up with. When he's driving to the rack, he is looking to get the defense up in the air.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Reddish. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Yes, that goes in.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Young with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
in the flick of a switch going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Young with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Young's got 10 points in the game.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Pass to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Philadelphia ahead, delivering the blowout. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Embiid. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Milton in at the 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Young from the arc. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers leading by 20. And Simmons kicks to Milton. Simmons passes to Milton. And Curry, here we go. And it's good, 2 points. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Now, here's Milton. Defended by Young. And it's Simmons penetrating. Again, Philadelphia.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Embiid against Gallinari. And Young with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Milton kicks to Simmons. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. Reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Now, Milton kicks it to Howard. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the line. Kept alive. Embiid, the pass to Curry. Buries it from three-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
The 76ers leading by 23. Milton finds Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from outside. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris has checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Shake Milton. Herter passes to Capella. And Embiid pulls it down. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Young finds Gallinari. Here's Capella. They need this one. And the miss.
Great defense by Harris. He put in that.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Fernando in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now with the All-Star break behind us, Clark, where are you mentally as a player right now?
Yeah, I think most guys want to hit a reset, to restart, to refocus, to target how to finish the rest of the season well, individually and from a team standpoint. And the focus for teams that are going to be playoff bound is how do we continue to move towards playing our best basketball.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Now, here is Young, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. He gets it in there.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
And here's Young following the 3 from Drew Holiday.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Antetokounmpo in. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Here's Herter. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Fernando. And the rejection by Giannis. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's Holiday. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 3. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Picked away. Fast break, the Hawks. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. Now here's Okongwu. Guarded closely. Bogdanovic wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Here is Forbes. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York. Pass to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Forbes can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Augustine passes to Portis. Gallinari with the rebound. And it's Rondo penetrating. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I...
And Greg, playing with the chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Bogdanovic. Reddish out there with Gallinari. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Okongwu in at the center. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Gallinari outside. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Lopez with the steal.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against New York.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the basket by Cam Reddish. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the dunk by Giannis.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Middleton. And the rejection by Collins. Giannis against Young. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
The pass to Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Giannis. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. The drive by Giannis. Rebound, Atlanta.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now here's Middleton. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Young against Holiday, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Gallinari on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Reddish. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Giannis outside. Off target at the rim. On its way from Young for 2, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 13-point lead. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Good on the shot. Giannis has got 13.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Collins, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Collins dishes to Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. On the wing, Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton for three. Drops in the tray. 12 points for him.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
They get a hand on it, taken away by Holiday. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Dak Connaughton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Trae Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Augustine looking around. Pass to Portis. Over to the left wing. Augustine with it. Pass to Craig. Launches it. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Herter. Pass to Capella. Back to Bogdanovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. That's now 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
This one for three, but they recover it. There's the pass to Augustine. Clock at 4. The Bucks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And he makes the first.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Knocked loose. Herter passes to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
15 seconds left to play here in the third. Young outside. To the inside. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks ahead. They lead by 13.
Hey, what we got to do here.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Atlanta, they've got John Collins. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Young against DiVincenzo. Young passes to Bogdanovich. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Collins. Gallinari wide open. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Atlanta.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Here's Young. Lopez with the block. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Holiday, here we go. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Young looking around. Young is double. Outside Rondo. Lock at 6. Outside Collins. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. The Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando comes in for Clint Capella. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Collins with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Young. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Molinari passes to Collins. Here's Fernando. Lopez covering. Fernando can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 11. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Atlanta.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And it's always a good feeling to take that second contest after you drop the first one. But just a big win to even things up here in their 4-game season series against the Bucks.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Trae Young.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Three-pointer, and it's sent back by Hill. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Back to Forbes. No good from outside. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark.
The finals this past weekend was a clash of titans, with Ty Debo, aka Two-Way Rocco, on one side.
We better show the community that defense matters.
And Splash playing his.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucs as they. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's stolen by Green. Harris with it. Now guarded by Giannis. The pass to Embiid. Harris up top. Antetokounmpo defending. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Here's Simmons, following the basket by Giannis. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo to the middle. And the rejection by Embiid. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Giannis passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the paint, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got 8 points. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
Well, you bring up some great points. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Milton the pass to Maxey. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll calls.
It's Portis high post. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Howard draws the double. Back to Milton. Howard against Portis. It's rebounded by Portis. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Howard with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Augustine, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Augustine.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Maxey passes to Howard. Over Augustine. Howard, good.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He put together quite a quarter. 13. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Augustine and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Augustine with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up the floor. And the call on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
All going up court. Lopez outside. Back to Middleton. Passes it to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Clock is at 3. Middleton can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 5.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
On the wing, Milton. Pass to Thibault. He feeds it to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And he's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
The feed now to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And that one's good. Simmons got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Middleton on the wing from past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry kicks to Harris. Back to Curry. Feeds to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Harris. Dishes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And so it's Philadelphia, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Jones, Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 2 rebounds. And that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And there's the pass to Curry. And the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 14. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Middleton. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Curry gets the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5.
Well, Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Simmons against Holiday, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Connaughton's checked in.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got his second basket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
That shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Korkmaz, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Giannis drives in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Howard, and it's in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee, trailing by 19. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team, taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Down low. And Howard with the stuff.
This is where Dwight Howard shows his mobility off the pick and roll and getting there with a purpose.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Forbes kicks to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, it's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
To the middle, here's Forbes, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
55 seconds left in the third. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Back to Thibault. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, He is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Curry. Dribble up top. Back to Curry. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. He's got a clear path. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 4 this quarter.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Be more committed in the paint. Go.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Holiday attacking. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Portis. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Curry passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Bucks trail by 15. And the pass to Lopez. Right side, Portis. Inside. Lopez, no luck.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Curry looking it over. He feeds it to Harris. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
You see Tobias Harris coming off that screen, knowing he was going to get open before he got to it, and did something with it.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Here's Curry with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
Bucks trail by 20. Now Holiday. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Lopez, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Outside Holiday. The dish to Lopez. They need this. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Lopez. Giannis has got 14 points here in the second half. Simmons on the wing. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Good D by Lopez.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Has to have a body on him every time he's down there. Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Harris kicks to Simmons. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And Giannis throws it down.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Green against Middleton. Outside Green. Outside for Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. A beautiful reverse layup. And the 76ers lead by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Here's Simmons. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The drive by Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. Middleton can't get it to go. Now here's Milton. On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Harris. Taken away by Holiday. Puts one up from 19. Misses there. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control. The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to set, and
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside for Curry. And the shot no good, a bit short. Capella dishes to Young. Pass to Fernando. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Young passes to Collins. Simmons against Young, and it's blocked by Simmons, and they get it back. Curry kicks to Harris. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Ahead. Here's Fernando. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Banked in off the glass. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here is Young. 37 points in the win against Toronto. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Curry. He feeds it to Embiid. Fernando pulls it in.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Rejected by Harris.
He's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
On the wing, Green. And the layup falls.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Young against Simmons. And Young, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Here's Collins. Great D that time from Green. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. Green, the pass to Embiid. That one's not going to go. So the Hawks will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that that game would be that competitive.
Here's Fernando. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Rondo looking over the floor to the wing right side. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, great feed by Snell. I mean, using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. Howard kicks to Milton. Back to Howard. And stolen by Okongwu. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poke loose, so it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Thibault. 1 second left.
Well, for Snell, a big reason he's on the court is to play defense. I mean, provide this team with some stops.
A good close contest so far as we finish. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey, then there's Howard, and it's Milton in its small forward. Korkmaz passes to Howard. It's deflected. Gallinari outside. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist from Gallinari. Rondo's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Got a hand on it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's sent back by Howard. Bogdanovich wide open. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 7. And that one's good. Maxi's got his first 2 points.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Outside Rondo. Pass to Snell. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Matisse Thybulle. And he comes up with the deuce.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Simmons against Young. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Young looking around. Can't hit from in close. The 76ers leading. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Young. 76ers getting the bucket. To the middle, Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Young, right side. To the paint. Picked him clean. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Okongwu. Clint Capella comes in for Gallinari. John Collins, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steal.
Young's shot is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Simmons against Capella. And Simmons slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good on the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Simmons. He has 6. Oh, wow!
Nice! And the versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. That's all for now. Say good.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. The Hawks trail by 10. In the corner, Herter with it. Drills it from outside. Herter's got the first field goal of the second half for Atlanta.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Young drives in. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Curry. Young against Simmons. Outside for Curry. Outside Green. Passes to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Here's Young. Got it. Good job in the low post. Young's got 8 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Embiid, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Here's Herter, guarded by Simmons. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Collins.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Young against Simmons. Young, good. He's got 10.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Left side, Curry. He gets that one. Curry's got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Simmons against Young. And a lot of contact on that one. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Alinari comes in for Clint Capella. Bogdanovich is checked in for John Collins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kevin Huerter. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Hawks trail by 11. .131 left to play in the third. Here's Young, and oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Korkmaz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Howard. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
And the momentum Howard has moving toward the rim, at times, this guy is unstoppable inside.
Young is double. Here's Okongwu. Milton with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Back to Thibault. Maxey passes to Thibault. Right wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Korkmaz. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Yep, that one goes. Bogdanovich has got 5.
And the persistence of Bogdanovich. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Thibault. Up again, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Okongwu's shot is good.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And so it's Philadelphia. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. Now here's Rondo. D right on him. There's the dish to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The 76ers leading by 11. Pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Maxey. Back to Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. Feeds it to Howard. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Collins. Collins has got 3 assists in the game. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Passes it to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Atlanta with the rebound.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. So for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers leading by 9. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside Curry. Green up on top. He's guarded by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins is running. Up and in on the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The 76ers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Harris finds Embiid. Inside, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Out left to the wing. Capella inside, guarded by Harris. They get the rebound.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Simmons dishes to Harris. He kicks to Curry. The tray. The shot that time, not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Herter passes to Fernando. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's blocked. Rondo against Curry. Capella, the pass to Rondo. Back to Capella. Left side, Collins. Pass to Fernando. And the rejection by Embiid.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
With the tip, and Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Embiid with the steal.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Embiid, no good. They could use a bucket, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Simmons inside the line, misses off the right iron. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. The reverse, misses the shot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.